All right, what's up, family? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, man. I feel so grateful and blessed for Darius because he keeps me on my purpose. He keeps me doing what I got to do, man. And maybe I got to put the ISO up a little bit more. So me and Darius, we're writing down our goals. Darius, what were you just saying? I gotta start recording our conversations, man, because our conversations could literally be videos to help people.
It's important to write out your goals. We have to have like 5-year plans. We have to have 10-year plans. We have to have 20-year plans. The question is, how do you know where you're going if you don't have a plan for that? That's like not writing, and you need to have like a detailed written plan. You need to write it down, put it on paper. All of my mentors, they all talk about the same thing: writing things down. Jim Rohn. E.T., the hip hop preacher, all of my mentors, they all tell me to write it down. Not having a written plan is like, it's like getting in a car and then, you start driving and then they ask, where are you going? And you're like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? How you know when you get there? Like, how do you know when you get there? Well, it's the same concept. If in your life, if you don't have a 5-year plan, then what's going to happen is that somebody else is going to create the plan for you. You know what I'm saying? So your job is going to create the plan for you. They're going to create the plan of how you're going to live your life instead of you being able to be the designer of your own life. Me personally, I prefer to be the one who's controlling how I'm living, how I live my life, where my life is going to be going and all that, rather than just, letting the corporations control my life.
There you go. The Bible says that the slave, the borrower is a slave to the lender. So one thing about me and one thing my mom taught me at an early age, everything that I buy, never buy something that you can't afford. So like back then, I remember I used to want a nice car back when I was like 22, and I didn't have the money for the car, but I could have got payments for it. And my mom always told me, and I always had a job. I was always working. There's only a small period of time in my life where I wasn't working. And but think about, why do a lot of people put themselves in bad situations because they buy things that they can't afford. And you don't want to be doing that, especially in 2024. Like, I feel like a lot of people, like I was telling Darius, a lot of people, especially like in Christianity, in the Christian community, or even in the Hebrew community, where a lot of people, they equivalent you being poor to you being a holy man, like, or a righteous person, which is far from the truth. And Darius was just saying, if all the evil people have money and all the godly people don't have anything, then people are going to think that to be rich you have to be evil, and that's far from the truth. And what me and Darius are doing, we're planning. One thing about me, I like to keep my plans to myself. I don't mind telling my brother Darius, but for YouTube purposes, like, I'm writing down my goals for April. I don't know if it could zoom in. It's pencil, not a pen. So to April 2024, I'm gonna start writing down my goals. I already wrote down most of my goals for the. I don't want to show you guys. I already wrote down my goals for this entire year, and I already accomplished one. Tomorrow I'm gonna so I'm on the right track, man. So how are you gonna get to your destination or get to what you want to get into life, guys, if you don't have plans, if you're not writing down your plans? And I made a video on the start of this year on my podcast channel. I was talking about message to start, a quick message to start 2024, and I told people, to get a journal. To get a journal, man, your best idea start here. Get a journal, write down your goals, write down your plans for the week, for the month, or maybe even for the day. Like today, I wrote down, what I had to do today. Today was a very busy day for me today, because I'm going to Hawaii. My flight leaves in 7, 8 in the morning, so I have to wake up at 5. You know how it is when you take flights and stuff like that. So, Darius, elaborate more, man, on this success journey.
Very important. Make sure that when you guys are writing down your plans, that you set actual dates for when you need to have it accomplished, and then make it as detailed as possible. For when you want things to be finished, and then like as far as elaborate on the plan. Don't just put a goal like, okay, well, I want to go to Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? Okay, when? How you gonna get there? Like, where are you gonna stay when you get there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need to have like a detailed plan, and then you need to have like an actual date. There's a difference between a goal and a dream. A dream is something that may never come true. A goal is something that you've taken the steps towards making that thing that is in your head into and bringing the thing that's in your head into reality. And you need to have a detailed step by step of how you're going to accomplish it, and the actual day. I mean day, literally the exact day that you want to have it accomplished. Be detailed, you guys. Be detailed. Get success by any means.
There you go. And man, there's so much I want to say, guys. I mean, literally, the Bible has all the answers you need for success in any field in life, whether it's physical health, whether it's financial, spiritual, like in spirituality, all those types, And Darius used to tell me, Mark. Darius used to always see, when me and Darius first became friends, I would read so many books, like the self-improvement, self-help books. Think Three Can Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Richest Man in Babylon. I read so many books, guys. And out of the 50 books that I read, 40 books that I read, there isn't no book more knowledgeable, that has more wisdom, that didn't help me get to the next level. It was a Bible that did that, man. It wasn't those self-help books. Now, I'm not against self-help books. I feel like those are good to read too. But the book of Proverbs has everything you need to know. Okay. And I just feel like, me and Darius were Hebrews. We were born. This is not a religion. This is not any of that. This is what we were born into, and we know that the father of the faith, Abraham, he was blessed. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The other Hebrews, Solomon, the richest man to ever live, with all the wisdom, the most wisdom on earth, right? So we got to follow their footsteps, and we got to learn from their mistakes. We can learn from Solomon's downfall when it comes to dealing with certain women. We can learn from many people. David's downfall, right? Not wanting to deal with a woman who's married and stuff like that. We can learn from their downfall, and also we can learn from their success. Okay. One thing that I learned from all those people who were successful and anointed, God's favored, they all kept God's commandments. They all kept God's laws. David, in the whole book of Psalms 119, talks about how he loves the law more than gold, more than silver, that he meditates on it day and night. These are all the success tools that we need to be doing as believers, whether you're Hebrew, whether you're Israel or a Gentile. This is what we should be doing daily, because I want God's success. Okay, the Bible says that wealth gone by vanity shall be diminished. What do we see in today's society, where people are OnlyFans, prostitutes, selling drugs, scamming, things of that sort, stripping, all that stuff, right? That's all going to be soonly gone away, vanished away, because it was gained by vanity, but those who gain it through God, through faith in that requires works, we'll get to the next level, man. And I feel like we have to renew our minds, man. We have to break free from these religious strongholds that keep us poor and broke. We got to keep God's commandments. The Bible makes it clear, in Deuteronomy chapter 28, talks about the blessings and the curses. I might make a video on that before I leave. I got to leave this place within like 3 hours. So I think I might make a video on that. If I don't, then, I think I might not, because we might do a podcast, right? Yeah. So maybe when I come back from Hawaii, I'm on time limited restraints. I have to sleep too. Man. I just got some sea moss supplements. It's been helping out my energy. So I got to start, doing that. But guys, I just wrap it up, man. Go get you a journal and start writing your ideas, man. Start writing your ideas. Your best ideas start here. What you want to be doing. Whether, let's say, if you want to maybe move, travel. Maybe if you want to buy a new car, buy a new house, buy land, network, and all those things. Start a company, start a business, write it down, man, and like Darius said, write down the date that you want to accomplish it. And this is going to help you stay on the purpose. Also, being in an environment where people are like-minded. I had to cut off a lot of people. Darius knows. I had to cut off a lot of people who were just doing the same old stuff, man. Like stuff that I'm on no more, And I feel like being around people who are working, who pushes you and motivates you, who holds you accountable, who's not a yes man, who is going to tell you, your rights and wrongs and tell you what you got to do better. You want to surround yourself with that people. You want to surround yourself with people who have the results. Even though if they're not successful yet, they're striving for it. That's the people who I want to surround myself with. People who are mature people. And I'm about to turn 31 in a couple of days now. My birthday's on April 6th, so in 4 days from now, 3 days, almost 3 days, I'm gonna be 31, bro. I'm not thinking how I used to think when I was, 20, 21, 25. That's the old me. The old me 2-3 years ago, that doesn't exist no more. I'm a whole new person, man. And I feel like that's what you want to be doing on the narrow path, man. You want to just be constantly leveling up, constantly renewing your mind and renewing your spirit. The past you, the old mistakes you, that's old, that's dead, man. You got to keep on moving forward. You don't want to dwell on things that's the past, things that you can't change, Just keep on pushing it forward, because doing that, it's going to be kind of like negative, and you don't want to be negative, because that could drain your energy. So yeah, man, I don't want to make this long, but as you can see, Darius is writing down what he got to do, his goals, his plans. He's about to move to Boston next month. So that's gonna suck about for the podcast, but at the end of the day, Darius is his own man.
We talking flights, man.
My
goal is to fly. My goal is to fly. I'll be right back over here in no time.
Perfect.
My family's here. We leaving in June anyway, so
yeah.
I just got to go and get things set up over there, and then
this is not
bounce back over.
Yeah, man. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, peace.